Say you're driving down the road and you see a warning sign. What do? Do you hit the brakes? Do you pull over and wait? Do you turn around and go the other way? Of course not. You keep moving forward, but cautiously. That's the whole point of the sign. But look what investors around the world are doing today. There are warning signs all over the place, pointing to macroeconomic uncertainty and high market volatility. In fact, demand for low-risk assets has soared, while equities are being dismissed or ignored by many, despite the fact that they're historically the best source of long-term capital growth. That's not moving forward, it's moving backwards. So how did we get to this place? Well, let's go back a few years. The 2008 financial crisis brought about a historic decline, which was followed by an equally dramatic rise. And that was followed by an up and down ride of volatility, a bumpy road that continues to this day. And let's face it, the headlines haven't exactly been pointing in an encouraging direction. Unfortunately, this is what's been driving today's investors. They're conflicted. On the one hand, their confidence is shaken. 58% of Americans have completely lost faith in the stock market. On the other hand, they know they need long-term growth to get to their goals. 70% of workers say they're behind schedule for retirement. Either way, it's clear that the main thing driving investors is fear. And what happens when we let emotions drive our investment decisions? Well, history shows that's clearly the wrong way to invest. And history also shows that equity investors who have stayed the course have been rewarded over the long term. It's an uncertain environment, to say the least, maybe even hazardous. So how do we navigate it? We proceed with caution. We heed the warning signs and move forward carefully and deliberately. How do we do this? By getting fear and emotion out of the driver's seat and putting investors back in. By absorbing market volatility so you can ride out the bumps and curves. And by striking the right balance between short-term security and long-term growth. Janus has developed 3 practical strategies for doing just that, so investors can get back on the road to reaching their financial goals. First, you need an investing roadmap. You need to know where you're going before you decide how to get there. So work with your financial advisor to create an investment plan that defines your long-term goals and put it down on paper. It may sound obvious, but consider this. 45% of Americans say they have a retirement strategy but haven't written it down, and that makes it very difficult to stay on track. Plus, studies show that investors with a formal plan have better savings habits, are better diversified, and more confident about their goals. Focusing on what you can control makes it easier to tune out short-term market noise. Second, instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, consider dividing your investable assets into waves based on your time horizon and risk tolerance. Put assets that will be used for immediate needs such as rent and a summer vacation in earlier waves and invest them more conservatively. Put assets that will be used for longer-term needs like college tuition, buying a house, or retirement, and invest them in moderate and growth-oriented investments. This approach may help absorb market volatility while balancing the need for short-term security and long-term growth. Third, always remember to keep your eyes on the road ahead. Keep driving towards where you want to go, instead of looking in the rearview mirror at where the market's been in the past. That means considering how investing in equities might help you take advantage of future market opportunities. It also means identifying and steering towards companies with the potential to perform well in a variety of market environments, and with the potential to deliver capital appreciation even in a slow-growth world. Remember, a market slowdown is not a sign to stop moving forward. It's a sign to proceed, with caution. So ask your financial advisor about Janus's actively managed solutions, designed for both lower volatility and long-term appreciation, even through whatever twists and turns the future holds.